I'm going to be narrating in this whole video. Not all the time. I'm just giving my tips on how to tank as a prop paladin. I've already made two other videos. One, the dead mines, and the second one was or is Shadowfang Keep. I've seen a lot of paladins, and some of them are very tryhards, where they'll have lots of pots and they drink a lot, and I find it unnecessary to take a lot of mana breaks. This video will have a bunch of edits where the fights will be cut short because you already know the ending of it, that they'll die. I won't be cutting out anything that I think would offer valuable information. Some things that you probably would want to be aware of during this dungeon if you're not as good a tank. Using Blessing of Freedom is very useful here because some of the mobs will freeze you in place, and for me, I like to use it because I like to keep the flow of the dungeon moving. But remember to bless yourself with Blessing of Wisdom after you use Blessing of Sanctuary. Some of the boss, actually all the boss fights will be in 200 fast forward. I will show kind of right here. There are a couple of quests you could help other people finish. Over here in this corner in the north is a chest for one of the quests. Fighting in the water is actually kind of hard. I don't like it, but just keep aware of the breath meter. After that north part of the dungeon, where you get the chest loot, you go here, just a little to the northwest. Here you'll find the second boss, I believe. Yeah, the second boss. And if you like my commenting throughout the whole video, or you just want to hear parts of the dungeon, where I give some of my advice, please comment below what you like or don't like. Here is the second boss. You want to face her away from the group because her chain lightning, I think that's what she casts, will hit the whole group. Maybe I should have turned her around so you can have an example. And then you want to move down here to the southwest, and you'll find another quest objective. Moving on to the south is where you will continue on with the dungeon. Just get through these mobs here. There's a lot of disarm in this dungeon, which is kind of good because it'll train you for stockade. I think you should do stockade after this dungeon because the mobs there will disarm you a lot. Moving on, you'll through this hallway or pathway, you'll go to the Murloc boss. The Murloc boss is surrounded by a bunch of mobs or other Murlocs, and it could be tricky because the Murlocs will run away and they can pull. So I like to bring them back. In this group, there's a bunch of mages, so we have some silence. They can silence some of the casting. I like to pull, run away, and consecrate behind me, so when the mobs run over the consecrate, I'll have some threat on me. If you'd like me to explain some of these add-ons I have sort of talked about it in previous videos, but maybe I can make a separate video. This is the Murloc boss, just a quick tank and spank. Nice good gear for tanks here. This hallway can be a little tricky because these guys will run away, the mobs, and can potentially pull other mobs. But you can do a lot of LOS, line of sight pulls. I've seen this part be tricky for other tanks, so I'm just going to demonstrate. Consecrate, pull, line of sight behind this pillar, and boom, I brought them all to me. Probably want to use raid markers, like sculling your target, especially the acolytes who can heal. But I think this group is very good, so I find no need for that. And here's the water boss. Quick tank and spank. I like to show this part. You finish with this boss, you can get out of the water on this step here. And you have to clear this room for the second, I think it's the second boss, second to last boss. And I'm actually gonna show here that we almost wiped. I thought this out clearly, but I didn't.
Who dares disturb my meditation?
And here's the second to last boss. I believe he's another Tingus Pig. He does cast sleep on you, but I never went to sleep. This part is very dangerous because these guys do an AoE that hit the party very hard. As you can see, we almost lost a couple guys here. You want to scroll mark one target to quickly kill and then move on to the next one. So here is the last boss. I quickly just tank these turtles here, and I had the opportunity to pull the boss, and I took it. This boss hits a lot, so you want to have at least some health pots. If you don't, that's not a bad thing, but you might want to change from red aura to the defense aura. And you also probably want to heal yourself, maybe. Not sure. I never healed myself because the healer was really good. And that's Blackfathom Deeps. Please comment below.